Welcome to episode 154 of Paper Brief, where we dive into the latest in tech and machine learning. I'm Charlie, your host, joined by Cleo, an expert in the field. Today we're talking about the intriguing world of synthetic images for model training.
Happy to be here, Charlie. This paper certainly sheds light on how synthetic imagery can significantly impact model performance, so I'm excited to dive in.
Could you start us off by explaining the core idea of the paper and why it's important to look into the scaling laws of synthetic images?
Absolutely. So the paper focuses on the effectiveness of utilizing synthetic images generated by text-to-image models for training machine learning classifiers. It's all about finding the sweet spot in three key factors: the choice of the text-to-image model, the guidance scale used, and the class-specific text prompts.
I see. And when it comes to choosing the right model, what options did the researchers consider?
They worked with three cutting-edge models: Stable Diffusion, Imagen, and Muse. Each has a unique architecture but is capable of creating highly realistic images, though they did have to work with internal versions of Imagen and Muse since they aren't publicly available.
Interesting. And you mentioned guidance scale. How does that factor into image generation?
Right, so the classifier-free guidance scale helps align the generated image with the input text. The paper found that using a lower scale than usual ensures a better diversity of images, which is vital when the same class of objects is described in different ways.
Could you elaborate on how the researchers approached the class-specific text prompts?
Sure. They explored various methods of crafting text prompts to generate images for each ImageNet class. For instance, they directly use class names, combine them with descriptions or hypernyms, or even generate sentences using a pre-trained T5 model or clip templates.
How did they measure the success of these images?
They focused on two metrics: recognizability and diversity. Recognizability is about how well the images represent their intended class, while diversity ensures they contribute to better generalization. This was quantified using a pre-trained ImageNet classifier and assessing the F1 score and feature standard deviation across classes for these two attributes respectively.
Seems like they've covered all bases. What was the principal finding?
The key takeaway was that synthetic data, when generated considering these factors, can indeed scale well and improve supervised training settings. It's a clear indication that for now, we can powerfully leverage synthetic images to train more robust and accurate models.
Fascinating stuff. Thanks for explaining the study, Cleo. It certainly opens up new pathways for training algorithms.
My pleasure, Charlie. Always a treat to discuss how theoretical insights translate into real-world ML advancements. Until next time.